Hello, this is RICKY, the Android Guy. Hey guys, and welcome to our episode of the Samsung Galaxy S4, Everything You Need to Know. Today we're going to go over just everything you know about the Samsung Galaxy S4. First of all, it is just an amazing looking and capable device. It comes in both black mist and white frost, and just has a really nice sleek style to it. Samsung is labeling this as their life companion device. It really is meant to just make everything easier in your life and just simplify things. Does it do this? Well, let's take a look at the features. So first of all, we have an amazing super wide full HD AMOLED screen. So what this means is you have a 5-inch screen that is full 1080p and it's an LED screen. You can picture this as the LED TV you might have in your house, and instead of 32, 40, or 50 inches, it's 5 inches. So the clarity on the go. It's just really amazing and very spectacular that it has this ability. Now, what other specifications do we have? Well, we do have Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean, so the latest version of Android. We do have 2 gigabytes of RAM for your multitasking needs. It does also have Gorilla Glass 3, so this is the first device to have Gorilla Glass 3. So it should be very durable and be able to withstand a lot. It comes in 16, 32, and 64 gigs of storage with microSD card slot expandability. You have a 13 megapixel camera in the rear and a 2 megapixel camera on the front. It does come with LTE, of course, and it also has Wi-Fi, the newest version of Wi-Fi, which is called AC, Bluetooth 4.0, which is the energy efficient Bluetooth, NFC, MHL 2.0, which is a new, better connection to directly connect to your TV, and it has an IR blaster to be able to control your devices such as TVs and cable boxes. You have a 2600 milliamp battery compared to the 2100 found on the Galaxy S3. The weight is also slightly less compared to the Galaxy S3 at 130 grams versus 133, and you have a slimmer design at 7.9 millimeters thin and only 69.8 millimeters wide, so it actually will fit more comfortably in the hand than the Galaxy S3 did. Now, if you noticed, I didn't mention the processor. That's because we have 2 processors. We have the Samsung Exynos 5 octa-core processor, and we have the Snapdragon Qualcomm quad-core processor. The octa-core processor is 8 cores, and it is at 1.6 gigahertz. The Snapdragon is at 1.9 gigahertz, and it is a quad-core, 4 cores. Depending on where you live will be where the processor, which processor you will get. At this time, that is unspecified of which area will get which processor. So now to the features that make this device so great. First one we're going to go over is Air View and Air Gestures. Air View is a feature previously only found on the Galaxy Note 2 with the S Pen. Now Air View comes to your phone on the S4. By simply using your hand over any of the sections on the device, you can actually utilize your screen better. So, get things done quicker. On your calendar, you could actually see all of your appointments. On your dialer, you could see your direct dials. On other applications, you'll be able to quickly preview things, including your web browser. So it's just a really nice feature that you have on this device. Air Gesture allows you to swipe through pages and gallery photos by simply swiping your hand. This is a really unique feature that is only found on the S4 and you cannot do with any other device. It just gets things done quicker. You also have another really nice device called Group Play. Group Play allows you to share your music photos, or even gaming with other people that have the S4 device. So this means that if you have one song playing on your phone, you can actually play it from everyone else's phone that has an S4 nearby you. This is a really nice feature, and it simply works by touching the phones back to back when one person is playing a song. Then all phones will play that song. Smart Pause and Smart Scroll. Smart Pause means that if you look at the screen while you're watching a video and something grabs your attention and you look away from the screen will automatically pause when looking away. However, as soon as you look back at the video, you then will have the ability to replay and resume the video, just simply by looking at it. You also have Smart Scroll, which will work for your email, your internet browser, to basically scroll through your files or websites so that you can actually scroll simply by using your eyes. This is a really nice and quick feature that, again, just makes everything quicker and easier to access. This phone has so many camera features, but by far the best one is dual camera. Dual camera allows you to take a photo of not only what you're taking the photo of, but the person shooting the photo. What this means is you can actually add yourself to photos now. So the rear camera takes its photo as it traditionally always would, but this time the front camera is also taking a photo at the same time, allowing you to add yourself in the photo when before you were never able to. Dual photo also works for dual recording on when you're video recording and dual calling on apps such as Chaton. Drama Shot. Drama Shot allows you to take multiple photos of one of the same subject and have like a nice motion capture kind of photo where you can actually see the person transitioning to different things. This would go great for kids, pets, as well as any kind of sport. It just really kind of brings everything in one photo in a nice dramatic fashion, or more so just fun fashion. Eraser photo. Eraser photo takes 5 photos continuously. So if you had someone in the back that you didn't want to be there, or you knew it was going to be a busy area that some people might walk by, you can now take them out of your photo. This is a really nice feature, so if you have those annoying photo bombers that try to mess up your photo, well, you just got rid of them, and by erasing them. Sound in shot. Sound in shot is a really nice way to take a photo, but then let the person who you're sending this photo to know what was going on during it. So you take a photo and have an audio sound to go with it. So simply if you were wishing someone happy times while they were in Vegas, you can be like, hey, I'm just in Vegas and just wanted to say I'm having a great time. Hope you are too. Later. That photo would display just as it is, but you would have a sound audio behind it, which is just a really nice feature. Story album. Story album is just an interesting way to put your photos together into a nice way. You can have a cover photo and then add all of the rest of your photos to it. Samsung is also allowing for these photos to make an album book, which costs anywhere from $10 to $30 at any given point later on. Samsung Watchon. This is the IR blaster that I was telling you about earlier. An IR blaster is what your universal remote controls have, which means that this phone is now a universal remote. The universal remote is in the power button, so you typically will either have it going sideways or just make sure that you're not covering up your power button. As long as you're not, you can now control your TV, top boxes, and most likely even devices such as DVD players, Blu-ray players, and other media devices. This has been found on devices such as the Samsung tablets before, but this is the first time a Samsung phone has it as well. The interface seems really nice and very easy to do. Keep in mind this can also control your DVR to record your shows. S-Voice Drive is the evolution of S-Voice. Correctly so, Samsung is now starting to focus their S-Voice more on driving. Google now is pretty much taking care of the basic voice assistant, and now S-Voice is taking care of the driving solution. With S-Voice, you can now easily navigate your phone while driving. This means making calls, answering calls, reading aloud text messages, replying to those text messages, and just organizing everything you need to do when you're on the go, including launching Google Maps. This is, I think, the best evolution of S-Voice, and it's perfect for Samsung. Samsung Knox. Samsung Knox allows you to have your phone as a personal phone and as a business phone. The personal phone is just your regular standard way of viewing your Samsung S4. However, you also have a work side of your phone, which is secure from the rest of the phone. This uses Knox technology to basically make your phone enterprise safe from everything else on your device. This is really great and shows that Samsung is very serious about work devices. Watchon. Watchon is an instant messenger service that allows you to do a lot as the years have gone by, but now it's getting better. So Samsung has created this service, and it's on all platforms, from Android to iOS to Windows, and even BlackBerry. What this allows you to do is instant message, and in a way that other ones haven't been able to. So while other OSs are still using emoticons, these are using anicons. Anicons are animated, so they're a bit better off than just a standard smiley face. But now you can even do more, such as video chatting and voice chatting. So this is really going to be a solution kind of like Google Talk, which is really great, especially since it's on all platforms instead of just one or two. Samsung Hub. This is just Samsung's intelligent way of taking all of their previous hubs and putting them into one. Before, Samsung had a Media Hub, Music Hub, Learning Hub. Now, you have a Samsung Hub for your music, videos, books, games, and learning, all in one easy-to-find place. S-Translator. S-Translator is similar to Google Translation. Now, we're not sure which translator Samsung is using for this, but the basic idea is the same as Google Translation, which basically allows you to hear anyone speaking in one language and translate it. So this is really highlighted through Google's old conversation mode and Google Translation, but it was always in a beta. So what this does is allows you to talk in one language and the another person to talk another language, and it translates it. Now, this of course can be done in its own app, but you can also do this through text messages and Watchon, which is of course a really nice feature since you can talk to someone else in their language without knowing it yourself. S-Health is Samsung's new spin on trying to make a better person out of you. So basically keeping you healthy. And how they do this is by doing a couple of different things, from food tracking to your heart rate, to your blood pressure, to just everything you can think of to have you have a nice route. Now, there's also accessories for this, which I will go into later. HomeSync. HomeSync is one of the devices I am most excited for. Now, technically this is an accessory, but it's built into the phone as well. HomeSync is a device that is a 1 terabyte storage that has Android inside of it. No word on pricing yet, although it was supposed to be released in late April, around the same time as the S4. Now, the idea behind this is that you always have a terabyte of storage that you have access to at all times. However, this device serves as more than just that. You have the ability to also connect to any TV that has an HDMI with this device, not to mention that you do have a device with full Android on it, which you can even plug a keyboard and mouse to, or simply control it with any of your Galaxy devices. This allows you to use the S4 as a remote control, such as the Wii Remote Control, or such as a touchpad like a mouse. Now for the rest of the accessories. One of the best accessories that I saw and liked was the S-View cover. This is great because previously on the flip covers on the original Galaxy S3 and Note 2, you could not see your indicator to see who was calling. Well, now not only can you see it, you can see it and then use voice commands to accept or reject it. So this is really nice and a simple way of correcting the one flaw of the flip cover. Not to be outdone, of course, though, the flip covers are coming in lots of new colors. So if you are a slave to the color and fashion industry, you will find a color just for you. Not to mention, Samsung's less known protective covers are also being released in more colors. The protective covers are very well done, and not only do they protect your device without going as thick as other traditional durable cases do. Now, some of those S-Health accessories I was telling you about are ones such as the body scale. The body scale allows you to connect via Bluetooth to your S4, and this just supports the S-Health app and keeps track of your weight history, and this can support up to 7 users. Along with the scale, you also have a device called the S-Band. The S-Band is similar to Jawbone's device, which basically keeps track of how much you're active every day. So it records your steps, calories, and distance you walk or run each day. You can also use this through Bluetooth as well, and this device is 10 feet waterproof, so feel free to go with it swimming. You also have a heart rate monitor, which again is just to keep you at a healthy rate at all times. Really good when you're exercising to make sure that you don't overdo it. Now, there were two devices that are accessories rather that were not talked about till after, and we did see them though. So, wireless charging pad or cover rather, has been seen at the floor, but they did not talk about it. So we're not sure when this is coming out, if it's coming out at launch, or possibly later on during the summer. We also have a prototype. Now keep in mind, this is a prototype of the gamepad. This is Samsung's take on a Bluetooth pairing gamepad so you can work with their phones and tablets. This is really nice because it can actually mount a 4-inch to 6.3-inch size screen. Now this is kind of curious since we don't have a 6.3-inch device yet, but can anyone say Note 3? Well, possibly. You do have full controllers, and it's reminiscent of the Xbox, as well as you have really nice shoulder buttons on the back that are behind your phone. It looks really nice and seems that it would be very functional along with its own Android keys to help you navigate through the device. And finally, some of the extras and lesser known features of the phone. One, you have an adapt display, which simply just has 7 automatic modes to adjust your screen when you're watching your video, just to have it better for your eyes. This will also help you in reading. It really is geared towards making sure that your eyes are not strained when you use it for a long period of time. You also have adapt sound, again making sure that everything is okay with your well-being. This one is just to control sound quality, not only for it to be a good sound, but also a lower sound that doesn't damage your ears. With all the talk of Apple's iPods damaging ears lately, Samsung probably just wanted to be safe. And the last unknown feature of this phone, it can actually be scanned by a barcode. That's right, Samsung has worked with a company called Mobeam that allows it to be scanned by a barcode. Now, will this be on every device? Not sure yet, but it has worked with a company to make it be able to be scanned, so hopefully it'll be a domino effect and all companies will be able to scan this device. So guys, that was the Everything You Need to Know segment for our Galaxy S4. I hope you enjoyed it, and remember, Samsung did say this is only episode 1 of 2003. So, I will see you guys in the next episode. This is RICKY, the Android Guy.